What is up, everyone? All Barca fans. Yes, as I said, I'm finally back on this channel. I know it's been many months, but I had to leave because there was so much other things. You know, like I didn't have time, so I had to stop. I'm sorry for that, but hey, I'm back now, ready. A new season is about to start, and a lot of things have happened this summer. So this is what this video is gonna be about. Just talking about everything throughout, like all the transfers, all the things that's been going on, registrations, and you know, last season didn't end. Like last season wasn't as we wanted it, but it ended at least in a decent enough way. We got the Champions League spot thanks to Xavi changing everything up. Some of the signings as well that we did in January, which were really good. You know, we brought in Aubameyang, and we brought in others like that. Like we brought in some good players. You know, some really good that helped. Some, or at least decent enough players that helped us out to get through there, to get to that point. And finally we're here. We did to do it really well. So now we're gearing up for the next season, and we have an even better squad, which is still not maybe fully even completed yet, because there's a couple more signings we might do next week. But we'll get to that in a minute. But first off, I want to say, wow, the work that Xavi has done is absolutely incredible. How he has shaped the team, how he has made the team look, just in the first 6 months that he was in charge, it was just really incredible. And we looked really good towards the end. Of course, we weren't fully ready because we didn't have all the players necessary. So we were eliminated from the Europa League, sadly. But that was a lot of controversy on that anyways. We didn't manage to get the Copa del Rey. But either way, also, we still managed to look really strong. We won the Clásico 4-0, which is really good. And we got people looking at us again. Xavi got people around the world looking at Barcelona, fearing Barcelona, and also being a little bit off, as I'll get to in a bit, but it's good. It's like a good feeling right now. It's a good feeling to be a Barcelona fan, because the club is definitely just looking even greater now. Good, it's brewing now. Things are looking up. Things are looking really nice. I'm sorry, it's really warm in here. But that's why, and that's what's so good, and I'm so happy that Xavi has been able to do this. So far we have been strong in preseason. Let's start with preseason. Before we get into the signings, I just want to say a couple words on it. Like, so far, like the preseason was really solid. We went unbeaten. We scored at least, I think, what was it? Maybe, how many goals was it? Like up to 14, 15, maybe, or so, something more, give or take, goals, and only conceded 2, which was really good. We won all our games except for one, which was against Juventus, but that was still okay. We were still the better team in that game. We won the Clásico, Clásico in preseason as well, and displayed really great football. So why did we do that? Because of some of the new signings and new tactics. That's why. We're gonna bring them all up as they came in order. First up, we have Andreas Christensen and Franck Kessié, which both came in on a free, by the way, which was really good bargain. Both have really shown absolute great promise in preseason. They have both shown really good work, like they've just fitted in this club really well. Franck Kessié in the in the front, in midfield, has really shown really strong character, and Andreas Christensen in centre back position has been doing really great as well. So those are two very strong, solid signings, and I think both of them will be able to help us out a lot. And then after that, then we went on to a little bit bigger things, of course, to the forward line. And this where it gets very funny, interesting, because we were, we made a lot of, this summer, we made a lot of English team pissed off. Especially one is Chelsea, because we went for Rafinha that played for Leeds. He had kind of had already, like, and that's the target that's a player that Chelsea also went for, and they kind of had somewhat agreed with him already, a deal. But then we swooped in, Laporta swooped in, you know, we fixed the financial situation well enough, activated person. We swooped in and we paid for that. It gave him Leeds a little bit better deal that was straight on instead of in installments, variables. We gave him straight on, and he wanted to come to Barcelona as well. He wanted that way more than he wanted Chelsea. So that was also a plus. That helped us out a lot. So that's even better. So with that, we went on and we signed him right before the nose. We took him in. We took Rafinha in, just in front of Chelsea's noses, and that made him really mad. And he started talking, you know, about it, and that's what that sets it off. The rest of the summer, that everybody's talking about our financial situation and how we're handling everything and all that stuff, and just reporting on kind of dumb things that they haven't even really fact checked, most of the British media. And it's just really funny more than anything else. I'm just laughing at it because it's just that and it feels kind of good actually that we can actually finally make people feel mad again. We are not, like, people aren't laughing at us anymore. We are just making people mad, and that makes it more funny because they know, they're intimidated that we can do this, that we have that pull to get these big players in again, and that's what makes many people mad, and that's kind of funny, and that's kind of great as well. But then after that, we made the big move signing, the big one of the summer, I believe. This one, we all wanted it. We all really wanted it, and like he wanted it too. Just a second. Just gotta take this off. It's really warm. I have to remove this. I have another shirt on. I just threw it on because. But we go for the big one from Bayern Munich, Robert Lewandowski. Just before our US tour starts, you know, we finish up everything with him. He comes on a good deal from Bayern Munich, and we get him signed as well, and that's a massive signing. He wanted nothing other than Barca, you know. He had other proposals as well. He had other people wanting him too, Chelsea among them as well. But he chose Barca, and he just, that is such a brilliant signing, such a good one. That's someone we do need, a prolific striker like that, and I know that Lewandowski is going to help us out this summer a lot. So that's really, really good. I'm so happy what we got in Lewandowski. I'm really feeling like that this season is going to be really good with how we have built up our team now. He came in, he joined preseason, the second game. The first game for Barcelona was the Clasico in summer, where Rafinha scored the 1-0 only goal that gave us the win. That was also good for Rafinha, you know, that was epic. He played really well, both against Inter Miami and also Real Madrid, so really solid. And Lewandowski had some good chances in that game too, so he started off at once really well. But then, of course, we move on back to trying to fix up the defense a little bit more, and with that we brought in from Sevilla another target for that Chelsea one, and this one made him even more mad because they had also agreed something with him. They had like somewhat this is what that goes through even with just the same as with Rafinha. They had somewhat of a principle agreement with Sevilla already, but the player wanted Barcelona, and because we gave him the better deal, and that's because of Xavi. Xavi speaks with these players, and he talks to them and convinces them of the project, and they chose Barcelona in front of Chelsea's noses. They also put up a deal for this guy, it's Jules Koundé from Sevilla. Jules Koundé, a really good center back, and they wanted Koundé so much, and all the English pundits and stuff, they were talking so much like, yeah, he's coming, like, and they were trying to twist their own round with the situation of Barcelona and all that stuff. But in the end, Koundé became a Barcelona player, and it was just wonderful. I'm not trying to like make people, but it's just a fun situation, and it feels good that we can actually bring in the players like this, that we have this pool now again, that players want to come here, that they see the project, that they see that there's something here again, because it's been, the last few years have just been tough for us, you know, how some of the unnecessary players we've been bringing in that just didn't work. But now Laporta and Alemany are doing it right. They're putting it straight, and they're bringing in the player that is needed, that Xavi wants, that Xavi needs to build a team in a proper way. So, absolutely wonderful. I'm super happy about it. And Jules Koundé has come in too. Another saga that was a little bit up and down also was the registration, like the new contract renewal of Dembele. And that was a whole other thing. I'm not gonna go in too deep into it, at least not in this video, but it went, I can just say that we went back and forth all the time with his agent and other things like that throughout the later half of last season, and finally just came down to the final day, you know. He didn't have anything else, he couldn't find his thing else, so just came down to agree with the terms that Barcelona wanted, and he signed a new contract and he stays at the club, which is good. Dembele is a great asset to the club. He's really good, a really great player, and preseason he's shown his true self much more. So hopefully this season, no more injuries or anything like that, and he can just play and be himself and be the best possible that he can be. So let's pray for that. I really hope so. We don't need any more injuries, so let's hope that that's gonna be the case. And that brings us to now. The final couple of games, like the Juventus games, one game that we didn't win, but we played well. Dembele scored 2 really great goals and all that stuff. And then we went into the Gumper Trophy as well, which was also really good. That really set also another statement. It was the final farewell for Dani Alves. He has moved to Pumas, that the team we faced there, the Mexican team there, Pumas. We faced them and we won 6-0. And in that game, Robert Lewandowski scored his first goal, of course. And there were some other players as well that showed some real good promise. And it just, throughout the whole preseason, we were shown such good quality. And this just makes me excited now. Before last season began, I wasn't feeling that excited. I wasn't feeling that confident, because the season before with Coleman went up and down. We won the Copa del Rey, but it was still nothing that much. We didn't bring in any that much of great players. We brought in Memphis Depay and a couple others like that, but it wasn't anything super promising. Of course, one of them did end up being ended up coming in clutch towards the end of the season, which is Luke de Jong. And I wish him all the best, by the way, at PSV. He has moved over there now. He's scoring. He just scored a goal today as well. Once again, he's scoring a lot there. So all props to him. Best of luck to him. He is a great professional, great player. He came in, helped us out, and didn't complain, and then nothing. What a great player. A really, really great player. Much respect to Luke de Jong. So yeah, but to another de Jong, it's Frankie de Jong, which has been a little bit up and down as well this transfer window. Which is he moving away from the club, or is he not? Still, there's nothing concrete yet, but there's 2 clubs that wanted him. There are Chelsea and Manchester United, and the second one, let's just say, they're not looking too good right now. There's a game going on right now as I'm recording this. I don't know if the score is still. Last I looked, Brentford, I believe they're losing to Brentford 4-0 right now. So that's, yeah, I don't think Frankie wants to go there, but tough luck to any Manchester United fan watching. You know, what can I say? That is not a good situation. But Chelsea, on the other hand, could go for him. Possibly, they have wanted him. He could move there. He's either staying or he moves. It's like he has to reduce his wages to stay. Otherwise, he probably moves to Chelsea. But it's still up in the air, really. So I'll make a separate video later, maybe, on that. But who knows where that's going to go. I would rather for him to stay, but we'll see what happens. And then we move. Now we are in this situation now. There's like an hour or so, a little bit more left until the season starts. The first game against rival Hano. But next week we have two more signings. Two more signings to do. First one is already confirmed. It's Marcos Alonso from Chelsea. It's a left back, which many people doubt and think maybe that's not the best choice. But hey, Xavi sees something in him, and if he does, I'll support it. You know, I'll, you know, let him show himself, let him prove himself before I judge. You know, I'm not gonna judge before I see in the team and how he fits in and how he plays. You know, so we'll see how that works out. He could be good, could be not, but we'll see. And the other one, and there's possibly a third one too, but I'll get to that. This is another second real big one of the summer. It looks more and more likely. Like Manchester City's Bernardo Silva will be moving to Barcelona. Today it looked like he was kind of saying goodbye to the fans towards the end of their victory against Bournemouth with 4-0. I don't know if that's the truth, if that kind of hit if it was doing that, but it kind of looks like it. And there's been said like, yeah, Laporta and Alemania and Xavi, they all want him. They're trying to go for him. So that will be an absolutely secondary massive signing for us, and that can help with him. My expectations are going up even higher, like for this season. Like we can go real far, at least win La Liga and the Copa del Rey, and go at least to the semi-finals of the Champions League with the quality of that squad. You know, I believe at least we can do that. And anything can happen in football. Anything can happen in football, but we'll see. We'll see what actually happens. But I really hope that he does join, because that will help us out even more with the squad depth and also in the midfield. What a great signing that will be, and Xavi can definitely use him to the absolute best. And he wants Barcelona. He wants to come to Barcelona. He's a Barcelona fan in the ground up. So there is, as I said, there is this video of him after the game, like kind of looks like he's saying goodbye to the fans, but we'll see. So that's another one. I'll make a video if there's more, separate video on it, if there's more news coming up next week, if it gets closer to that. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole transfer stuff. And as I mentioned in between, there's registration things going on, but now we have, thanks to the 4th level that was activated, and also a couple other things, we have registered 6 out of our 7 ones that should be put in, which are Roberto Montowski, Rafinha, Dembele, Roberto, Christensen, and Cassier. The only one is not, as you see, is Kunde, because he's the last one to come, but there's no worries, he will be registered next week. He wouldn't be able to play tonight anyways, because he's recovering from his surgery and all that. He's not really match fit fully yet. So, but he will be registered by next week, along with Marcos Alonso and if possibly some other signing if you do. Which I do also hope, as I see there's some departures maybe coming. Memphis Depay is close, has agreed a deal with Juventus to move to Turin. Just all that's left is for Juventus, the 2 clubs, to come to an agreement as well. As the Frankie de Jong thing. Oscar Mingueza has moved to Celta Vigo. Nico Gonzalez has moved on a loan to Valencia for a season, which will be good for him. Ricky Puig has moved to LA Galaxy in the MLS. Sad story there for him, but I think it was the best to do right now, because he wouldn't have really gotten any minutes more on the pitch. And is there anyone more? That's the part. Like, there's some rumors about Olympiacos wanting him to T and other stuff like that, but there's nothing more yet, like really concrete, that has come out of that yet. But we'll see what happens. And yeah, that's the kind of the departure part. There's also some other things that could be going on, but they're trying to move out a few players, trying to make the contract of some players, like and people to reduce their wages, like Busquets and PK, maybe reducing their wages to help out. This could be Busquets' last season as well, so we'll see how all that like pans out until the end of the month. But this is gonna be an interesting season. It's definitely gonna be. We have a strong team now, and there's plenty to work on. And they're working on the financial situation. I think already we're just gonna get 3 million already from this first game on ticket sales, which is really good. Tonight the Camp Nou is gonna be absolutely packed, and that's wonderful to see, that the people are wanting to come back. They're attracted to the club again. They're attracted to the idea and style again. You know, Laporta has really brought that back. With the signings that he has made and all that. So perfectly done. And props to him, Alemani and Xavi for really bringing that back. So there's definitely a lot of excitement going around. Definitely in the Barcelona fan base right now. I believe we will have a good season. I believe we can definitely have a good season and definitely go far. We're looking strong. With the team that we have, with the players that we have, we're looking good. Tonight, we have a game. The game is against Rayo Vallecano. I believe we can definitely have a good opener and definitely win. I'm going for like a 3-0 result. So yeah, I think definitely we can do well. I haven't seen the lineup. I think it just came out now while I'm recording this, so I haven't seen the lineup yet, but you probably guys already know. I'll post it on my Instagram account. I'll link that below. So, but yeah, wonderful. It's been a great summer with great signings, and there's still maybe some more things to do. I'm just looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's really awesome. And there's already some rumors about next summer as well, about certain players maybe coming back. I'm not gonna get into that now, but there's gonna be plenty of time to talk about that. But you know, I'm just gonna do that. But who knows what can happen. But for now, we'll take that then. But now, season ahead, I'm looking forward to it. Super excited, more than I was before, because the last 2 seasons have just been really bad and up and down. Well, not just last 2, like lost plenty of like 5 seasons. Ever since Enrique left, it's been up and down, you know. Valverde did okay, then winning a couple titles, but then Setien just didn't work at all, right? And then Coleman just flopped in the end. Though he did bring in some good stuff with some of the youngsters, like bringing up Pedri and other things like that. So, hey, it is what it is now. Not trying to close it, but yeah, that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I just wanted to make this one to talk about the whole thing, and yeah, there are gonna be more regular uploads after every game, you know, and stuff like reviewing every game after it's been played, and the latest news, but all the different things, you know. And other things as well. It's not just gonna be Barcelona. I'm gonna start uploading updates, like week updates about some of the leagues in the world, about Premier League, League One, Serie A, and stuff like that. So all that is gonna be coming up. So subscribe if you're not done that already. If you're subscribe, if this is the first video you see, subscribe. I promise it'll be worth it. And also subscribe to my other channel, Days, which when I upload reactions to a whole other thing, to like pop culture stuff, you know, react to movies, movie trailers, and games and events, stuff like that. That's more of a like everyday type of channel. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoy. If you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe. I said subscribe if you're not done already. Ring the notification bell to get notified next time I upload these updates about Barcelona, about any other, and all the other leagues and stuff like that. So yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Visca Barça.